Okay, so this first card, which is the cover card, is your current situation. Okay, so you got the Wheel of Fortune. All right, that makes sense to me in terms of being able to tell. You're trying to show people something now. You're trying to expose the truth, and when that happens, the tables turn, right? And you're trying to usher in a new situation. You're trying to spin the wheel and say, okay, it should land in a different place, but in a place that's better for everyone. So I feel like the message you're trying to get out seems to be something of hope and adjustment and clarity for a lot of different people. And I don't know what the message is quite yet, but it is going to be something that helps everyone's luck change. So that's a good card to have, a Wheel of Fortune, for what's on your mind right now is changing your situation. I think that's what this is about. Okay. And next is going to be the bridge card. So this is the bridge that you're crossing over during this reading. It's going to either be a stable bridge, an unstable bridge, or a person along the way, or something on your path that is going to propel you forward, or something you need to be aware of. It's just what you meet along the way. Okay, so that is the Ace of Cups, all right? And this is the card here. All right, so with the Ace of Cups, this is telling me that you are going to have luck, or you're going to usher in some sort of kind of luck, or just a change of scenery, or also it could be protection, it could be your loved ones, you're bringing some sort of relief to them. There's something about this message that you're sending, and along the way, this bridge you're crossing over has even more luck infused into you, and a new opportunity perhaps, or other people have new opportunities with your message. That's what I'm getting. It's very convoluted, what I'm feeling right now, because I'm still not seeing what it is you're trying to convey, but it's definitely something important, and it's definitely something that you feel like is going to benefit other people, whether it's humanity or just someone close to you, or you're trying to keep a positive mind or a positive outlook, or you know the truth about something, and once it's revealed, it's going to set things straight. Something is going on here. I'm not really sure. Maybe as we get along in the reading, I can find more, or maybe you just yourself know what this is, and that's enough for you. But okay, so this next card is the Root card, and this is your subconscious mind. It's what's driving you. It's what you carry with you. It's sort of like your motive, like what is going on for you, okay? And this motive is going to, either be something that hinders you and or helps you with your actions, with your decisions going forward, okay? So let's see. All right, so you got the Seven of Wands, and it's upright, Seven of Wands. So you're trying to manifest something here, for sure. Okay, so that's it. What's in the back of your mind? It's like, this is also I'm reminding you, this is for the month of May. So this could change, but right now what's driving you is that you're trying to manifest something. And with the Seven of Wands, I just want to check something. Okay, protection, and also there's like competition. So protection. So is this message that you're trying to convey about protection, about protecting your family, about protecting mankind, or about some sort of competition, about the election or something? Or are you trying to get something across about that? It could be something as simple as that. You're trying to influence people because you feel like whatever it is that is on, whatever your standpoint is the right one, and that if just people would realize it, they would be better off. Okay. Okay. And also, I've just felt a lot of Gemini energy, and so I want to put that into the cards because I'm feeling that, we have Mercury on May 11th, it's entering into Gemini, and then on May 20th and 22nd, we're also going to have the Sun and Moon in Gemini. So there's a lot of Gemini energy going on right now. So that's going to open up a line of communication. And I just felt that your line of communication is going to be open. So whatever this message is, it's going to be easily transmitted. Okay? And secrets will be revealed again. Like, it's just interesting. Scorpio, what is going on? Okay, so the next card is going to be like what happened in the past that's driving you right now, or what happened in the past do you need to let go of to move forward? So let's just take a look. Okay, you have the Knight of Swords, and it's upside down. So this is telling me that in the past there's been some misinformation. There's been just so much misinformation that you didn't have clarity at that time. And so what I feel like is happening is you're trying to get this card to go upright. You're trying to really be decisive. You're trying to have clarity. You're trying to tell people about being fair, about being just, about what you think is fair. And again, I feel like it has some sort of political tone to it. Let's see. And then we have the King of Swords. So let me see what else. Okay, there's something strategic and something on an international level. So this could be definitely something to do with, you feel like in the past people haven't gotten the right message and you're trying to bring the right message into fruition. So you want this card upright for you. So that's definitely what's driving you right now. And I'm getting a political feeling. I'm not really that much into politics, but I can, channel that energy when I feel it. But I feel like you're definitely looking towards a leader, or you're calling a leader out. Yeah. Okay. Let me see what's next. Okay, so this next card is going to be the outcome of what's happening with this message that you're trying to send out. So you've crossed the bridge, and this is what is going to happen. So you have the Four of Pentacles, and you're holding on tight, okay, to that pentacle in the middle, and you're putting both feet down and planting them on there and using your mind for this too. So this message has a lot to do with I feel like it's almost like saving up to make sure that you've safeguarded yourself, whether it's like 401k or whether it's making sure you have your bank account or your stocks and everything's in order, because you see something could be devastating. So you're really trying to hang on to it, and you're trying to use your best decision making in this situation. So let's also see with the Four of Pentacles, what else could I say? Okay, long-term security. So your desire is for long-term security in this particular situation. So that message I feel like you're trying to get out to everyone is like, if you really want, to survive this, I guess, or what is it feeling like? I'm starting to feel kind of like a fear. Strong. You're just warning people. If you want to look and make sure that you're safe and that you safeguard your money and you look long term for things. Okay, that's heavy, Scorpio. But that's okay. I mean, that's what I'm here for. But your message is good. I'm even listening to it myself, okay? I don't know what your standpoint is, but I'm thinking long term as well. So your energy is going to affect a lot of people in the month of May. And I think that they are going to use your strategy and your strategic energy to come up with creative ways to hang on to their long-term security, especially financially, okay? All right, so what's next? We have what's going to happen in the future for the month of May, like what's going to pop up for you. It could be something that hinders you or something you need to be cautious about or something that's going to help you. This could be some good news. So let's see what's up. Okay, so the Hierophant, and it's upside down. Okay, so usually the Hierophant is something where you need to cling to tradition and use structure. And the upside down position, though, the Hierophant is, it's still a good card because it talks about problems with authority. And so it also talks about originality and creativity. So I think that you are questioning the authorities right now. And that's going to come up for you even more in the month of May, where you're just questioning every motive that I feel like it's a leader. You're questioning every motive of this person, and it's not going to be something that's resolved too quickly because this is in the future. So maybe I'm still getting election. Like it could be. This could be carrying on until an election. I don't know what country you're from, or even if this has anything to do with the United States. I mean, that's where I live, but I know that other people around the world watch these videos, and so I don't know if you have an election, but you're definitely, I feel like, looking at a leader right now, or wondering if the authorities or your government is telling you the truth. I mean, and you're traditionally, you do look to the government as a safe body. Some people who have your best interest, but now you're not so sure. So just be, this particular card, also being in this position, tells me that you need to safeguard yourself, because there may be somebody or some people that you think have your best interest, but really you are the only person who can have your best interest in mind. So you need to safeguard yourself any way that you can. Okay? Ooh, that's very, okay. That's my interpretation of what's going on with this right now. If you wanted to go completely in a different direction with this reading, I could interpret it as a little bit of a different way, meaning that, with the Ace of Cups, with the Wheel of Fortune, with that long-term stability and the making a decision and manifesting something, and then the Hierophant coming, it could also be about a relationship too, where you're trying to set yourself up for marriage or a family or something long term. That would be a completely different reading in this particular sense. I'm not sensing that, but if that's what's in your mind, that could be another flip of the coin of another different group of Scorpios who are feeling that as well. Okay, so let's carry on. Now, the next card is going to be about you, yourself, about your strengths and your weaknesses that you might need to turn into strengths, okay? So this card, okay. So we have the Three of Swords, and it's upside down, okay? So that means like healing, recovery, apologies. I got this card. This is weird because the last reading that I just did for Libra, this card showed up in the same spot. And I said, right before I pulled that card, I said, I'm feeling a lot of Scorpio energy right here. Okay? It was so bizarre. And now I'm pulling the same card for you, and you are a Scorpio. So my interpretation of that was, in terms of like strengths and weaknesses, is like maybe holding on to a grudge. Okay? Holding on to where you need reconciliation. And so as a Scorpio, you can tend to hold on to grudges because once somebody hurts you or really steps on your, I don't want to say your pride, because that I don't really see a lot of ego in a lot of Scorpios or whatever, but just someone who makes it hard for you to forgive, like for whatever reason. And a lot of times that just has to do with thinking that they're a bad person, like down deep inside. And so you're like, I just can't deal with this person. So one of your weaknesses is the fact that you don't have as much of a forgiving nature as you could, and your reconciliation process is very slow if it happens at all. So if there is someone that you need to reconcile with, or if you just, and you can't, even if right now you can't put your finger on who this person is or what this is, it could even be forgiving yourself for something. Like you need to just have a little more space in your life to forgive yourself, to forgive others, to see the good in people, not have an animosity or a hatred towards anyone. So make sure you do some cleaning of that in this month of May. So, so if you're holding on to anything, just, kind of explore that. I am going to do some chakra readings to unblock a lot of the different chakras. And what I could be seeing with this particular chakra could be the root chakra for you. So if you want to check out those videos, I am going to have them very soon. I'm just waiting for some of my stuff to come in for the setup. So just be there and check that out and do that meditation for the root chakra, and really dive into if there's anything left over, any animosity or any anger towards anyone, and just let that go. I'm sorry for that long blown explanation, but I don't think this has to do with you and your strengths and weaknesses in general. I think this is a May thing where it's something you need to deal with now, but it's not going to be a weakness that you carry with you, forever. So, all right. Next, let's take a look at your environment. So this card is going to tell me how you feel about your environment, or if your environment's conducive, or if you or how you think people perceive you. It could come out a lot of different ways. So let's just take a look at it. Okay. All right. So Judgment. Okay, and it's upside down. This is the card you got for your environment. So in this month of May, this is not your environment all the time. I can already tell that. But what you're trying to do is give people a wake-up call right now. That's how you feel about it. And that falls along with the rest of the reading that we had right here. And it's telling me that you're trying to really deliver this message or really get your point across, and you're shaking people up and you're saying, you need to hear this, and everybody wake up, And again, I feel like this is going back to some kind of leader, some kind of structure, government structure, or, and like I said, there's another flip side of this in this reading, which could have something to do with a relationship where you're telling a person that you care about to wake up and giving them a message that they need to move forward in the relationship, to find your grounding together and make a life together. So that's a whole nother side of this, but I'm not really feeling that very much. Okay. Also with this card here, it could, I'm not going to just ignore the fact that it could be a relationship that had a lot of apologies that were necessary and wounds that needed to be healed before you can move forward. All right. So I'm not going to ignore those signs. It's just that I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling more of some sort of political election or something going on. Okay. So now the next card is going to be your hopes and fears. Now this card, I've been noticing, doesn't necessarily have to do with just the month of May. It's something underlining that people are scared of, or they fear, but they're also hopeful for it at the same time. And I feel like it's going to ring true for even past the month of May. Okay, so let's just check it out. Okay, so you got the Two of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so I'm trying to think. So it's about manifesting something. And in the Two of Wands in this deck, is, like, okay, so your plans are falling apart. And you're thinking small and you have like travel problems. Okay, so this is something, okay, your particular card doesn't seem like it's something you worry about all the time. I'm not feeling that. So this could be for you the month of May. Whereas the other signs, the fears that I saw were long-term sort of things that they deal with all the time. But for this has to do with right now, your current situation. You feel like your plans are falling apart. You feel like you can't go anywhere. You feel like you don't see an end in sight, but then also you don't see an end in, you're afraid that you don't see an end in sight, but you hope that you do. And you hope that other people will listen to your message and they can usher in this change that you need from this Wheel of Fortune change. I feel this card again. I feel this, you're saying this is your hope. Your hope is that you're able to finally be able to go places again and things will open up again and luck is going to change for people again. But you really feel like if they don't heed your advice, this isn't going to happen. And so that's your fear. All right. And then again, if we want to interpret this as a relationship thing, it would be you're also feeling like maybe you have already asked this person to move forward with you and they're not listening to you, but you really want them to understand how much you care and how much you're sorry, how much you feel that, if they would just listen to you and trust that you made a mistake. I feel like that could be something like that because there was some heartbreak or a trust issue, something that's going to be revealed, and you just want to move forward with that person. Okay, so the last card is the outcome card. Now, this outcome card may tell me a little bit more about whether your issue was about an election or a government sort of thing, or if it was about love or a combination of things. So we'll just check it out and see. But this is going to be the outcome of the entire reading, okay? All right. Yes. Okay. So you got the 10 of Cups. So if this was about love and, I think this means that you're definitely going to change this person's mind. Your message is going to get across. You will have this, Ace of Cup luck, this long-term stability. You're going to be able to manifest things. You're going to have a nice family. Your plans will open up and you will be successful in what you're trying to do right now. So your message will be received and love will happen and a marriage could happen or a relationship could happen. Also, if it is something that you are trying to get across politically, your message will be heard as well. And it's going to benefit families. It's going to benefit your family. It will provide the protection that you were looking for, the long-term stability that you were looking for. So it could go either way, guys. It could go either way.